Good afternoon, students. In last lecture, we have to learn about bending of beam, and there we have to study the external bending moment and internal bending moment. In this lecture, we have discussed about expression for deformation of cantilever. That is a beam fixed at one end and loaded at the one. Cantilever is in what? The beam is when the beam is fixed at one end and loaded at the other end. Such type of arrangement of beam is called as cantilever. Okay, so we start this expression. So consider a light beam clamped horizontally at one end and loaded with mass m at free end b, which is shown in this diagram. Okay, let CXY be the center of cross section of the beam, and R is the radius of curvature of the neutral axis at C. L is the length of the beam. At equilibrium position, internal bending moment is equal to external bending moment. Therefore, we know that the internal bending moment is equal to Y upon R into I, and external bending moment is the mg into L minus x. So since the beam is light, therefore Young's modulus of material of a beam, Y is the Young's modulus of the material of the beam, and I is the geometric moment of inertia. So for a small deformation, 1 upon R is equal to d square y upon dx square. Okay, so therefore equation second becomes, so y into I into d square y upon dx square. So here we put 1 by R is equal to d square y upon dx square. So therefore Young's modulus multiplied by geometric moment of inertia into d square y upon dx square is equal to mg in bracket L minus x. So integrating with respect to x, we get y, that is Young's modulus into geometrical inertia I into dy by dx. Okay, and here mg is the constant, so mg is outside, so differentiate, we get L minus x, so Lx minus x square by 2 plus c is the constant of integration. So we get Young's modulus into I, that is geometrical inertia into dy by dx is equal to mg in bracket Lx minus x square upon 2 plus c1. So at position x is equal to 0, dy by dx is equal to also 0. So second equation gives c1 is equal to 0. When we put x is equal to 0 and dy dx is equal to 0, we get c1 is equal to 0. Therefore y into, that is Young's modulus into geometrical inertia I into dy by dx is equal to mg in bracket Lx minus x square upon 2. Again integrating above equation, we get Young's modulus y into geometrical inertia I into y, that is equals to mg. Here again Lx integration, that is equal to x square by 2 minus x cube by 6, 3 into 2. So x cube by 6 plus c by 2. At x is equal to 0, therefore y is equal to 0, we get C2 is equal to 0. Therefore equation becomes y is equal to mg upon small y is equal to mg upon Young's modulus y into geometrical inertia I in bracket Lx square upon 2 minus x cube upon 6. This gives the diffraction of neutral axis at any point x of y. Okay, this is the diffraction of a neutral axis at any point x of y. If delta is the diffraction at a free end, then putting y is equal to delta, we get, and x is equal to 1, we get, x is equal to L, we get delta is equal to mg upon y upon a into L cube upon 2 minus L cube upon 6. So here L is the length of the beam, therefore we put x is equal to, that is the y is the vertical direction, that is the diffraction. Okay, and x is the, that is horizontal length of the beam, so we get L. So that is the beam is bending in y direction. Okay, so delta, that is minus y. So this delta, this delta is nothing but the depression of y. in y-axis. So here therefore we put y is equal to delta and x is equal to L. We get mg upon y into I L cube upon 2 minus L cube upon 6. So we get delta is equal to mg L cube upon thrice Young's modulus y into geometrical inertia R. So this is the expression for cantilever at free end. Okay, so you have to remember this formula for problem solving, that is Young's modulus, that is delta is nothing but mg L cube upon thrice yi. So this is the expression for cantilever at free end. In practical, when we solve the practical for diffraction, we have to find out the diffraction of the beam by cantilever method in practical. So there also this formula is useful, sir, that is delta is equal to mg L cube upon thrice into Young's modulus y into r. Okay, this is an expression for cantilever at free end. Now suppose beam is the rectangular cross section area. Suppose beam is the rectangular, so then the moment of inertia I is equal to BD cube into 12. Here B is the breadth, that is the breadth of the beam, and BD is the thickness of the beam. Okay, so by putting this formula, that is the value of I in equation 2.716, we get delta is equal to mg L cube, that is L cube into 12 upon thrice y BD cube. Okay, so therefore we have to calculate 12 divided by 3, so it's equal to 4. So we get delta is equal to 4 mg L cube upon y BD cube. Okay, for a beam of circular cross section area, suppose circular cross section of area of radius r, then the geometrical inertia I is represented as pi r raised to the power 4 divided by 4. So putting this value in equation 2.16, we get delta is equal to 4 mg L cube into thrice pi r raised to the power 4 into Young's modulus y. Okay, so this formula, a different formula, that is called diffraction for cantilever method at free end, rectangular cross section and circular cross section of radius. Then we have to remember this formula for a diffraction delta for calculating the value of delta. Okay, now with we learn the second expression, that is expression for a diffraction of a beam supported at a two knife edges and loaded at the middle end. Okay, so here consider a beam of uniform cross section supported at two ends and loaded at the middle, which is shown in this diagram. Here the load is applied middle of the beam, that is equal to F equal to mg. Okay, at the middle point, and length, that is the I is the distance between L is the distance between knife edges, mg is the load at the middle of the beam. Okay, and delta is the depression of the beam. So now reaction mg upon 2 at each knife edges is acting vertically upward. Thus each half beam is equivalent to inverted cantilever of length L by 2 loaded by mg by 2. Hence the depression of the beam is equal to delta mg by 2 L by 2 cube into thrice yi. So we get mg L cube upon 48 yi. For a beam of rectangular cross section area in such a way, therefore I we have to put BD cube upon 12. So we get delta is equal to mg L cube into 4y BD cube. And again for a beam of circular cross section, we have put I is equal to pi r raised to the power 4. In equation 2.19, we get delta is equal to 4 mg L cube upon 48 y pi r raised to the power 4. And delta is equal to mg L cube upon 12 pi y r raised to the power 4. Okay, this is the formula. So we have to learn this formula and remember all these things. Okay, so you have to I have completed unit 1 here. Now in the next lecture we have to solve some problem on basis of unit 1. Okay, thank you.